Hey, good afternoon, good evening, y'all. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all have had a blessed and wonderful day. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful weekend. You know what they say about Mondays, Murphy's Law, but we're not going to even put that out there. And the likelihood that you didn't have a blessed and wonderful day or things didn't necessarily go your way, always, always, always remember tough times don't last, tough people do. Put your hope, trust, and faith in Allah God, and He will see you through. I could definitely bear witness to that. Today is April 8th. Um, we had the solar eclipse. Well, parts of the country could see it better than other parts. Like out here in California, we could like see it partially, but not as much as people in Texas, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and in the eastern part of Canada, Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. So they got a good view of it, but not so much for us out here in California. But in any event, they say Allah is the greatest of planners, and that is the truth. That is damn if that ain't the truth, because Ramadan ends tomorrow, but it's at the when it's a new moon. That's when Ramadan ends. When it's the sighting of a new moon, and with today's solar eclipse, Ramadan more than likely will end tomorrow night. So for us Muslims, this is the end of our holy month of Ramadan, and it's been a great month for me. I'm sure for many other believers out there of the faith of Islam. I've been drinking nothing but water for the past month. No soda, no juice, no Gatorade, nothing but water. Water, water, water every day for the past month. And it's really helping my body out, flushing out all the toxins. It's really, really has helped me. It's lowered my blood pressure. I still eat my sweets. Haven't really been eating fried foods that much. Been eating, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, salads, and stuff like that. Eat turkey, chicken. Uh, Not so much ground beef. Of course, we don't eat pork. We don't consume of the hog, of that devil animal. But ground beef every so often, not as much, but mainly turkey, fish, chicken, and drinking lots and lots of water. That's all I've been doing for the past month is drinking water every day for the past month, and it's really, really has helped me. I never have done that in my life because I'm always, you know, uh, guzzling down a ginger ale or Sprite or what so have you, or Diet Dr Pepper. But this water, oh my goodness! And what I do at the end of the day, or toward the end of fast, the last hour before fast starts, I make sure I drink enough water. I'm constantly drinking water, constantly drinking water. So before I go to bed, I drink some water, and then I'm good up until that 14 hours. So it's not, I'm good. I'm not thirsty. Like right now, I'm not thirsty because I drink enough water where I won't be thirsty. But back to the solar eclipse. So today was a solar eclipse, and it coincides with the ending of Ramadan, which I said Allah is the greatest of planners. We haven't had a solar eclipse in 7 years here in the United States. So 7 years. The media overblown this like they always do. They always, always, always blow things out of proportion. It's just crazy to me. CERN was going to shoot a particle accelerator to shoot particles into the air. NASA launched some rockets to observe the trackers of where the path of the eclipse, because we know a solar eclipse is when the moon totally blocks out the view of the sun. It comes between the Earth and the sun, and it totally blocks out the view of the sun. So it's like total darkness. It's a sight to behold. I don't know how many people have witnessed it, but it's quite a sight. You know, to see like in the afternoon, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just total darkness. The stars coming out in the afternoon, at high noon, 1 o'clock. It's just total darkness, like it's 12 midnight. Like you see the stars out, and it confuses nature because the birds go back to nesting, go back to their habitat. So it's like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. The sun is out in the middle of the day, and now it's dark outside, like it's 12 midnight. It's a sight to behold. But they were talking about closing the schools, and some places they did. They were talking about stocking up on water and food, calling out the National Guard. It's like, y'all are really bugging. This is nature. This is the work of Allah. Why are we calling out the federal troops? Why are people panicking? Why are schools closing? This should be an opportunity for them to learn. Science, this is science. This is science. This is science. Take this as a time for kids to learn about these things. They learn about stuff they should be learning about, you know, about changing their genders, about these silly ass pronouns. So let them see this eclipse. You want to close the schools down, call the federal troops. What is that supposed to do? I mean, seriously, calling out the federal troops over a solar eclipse? What is that supposed to do? Are they supposed to shoot the moon? I mean, it's just silliness. Stock up on food and water. Well, you're supposed to do that year round, not just for the solar eclipse, because something big is happening. Especially now that they're putting things in the vegetables and the fruits. You can't go to the farmers market and get fresh fruit and vegetables anymore. So you should be stocking up regardless. Not just because of a solar eclipse. You should be stocking up. Especially when you have devils like Bill Gates growing his own vegetables in a laboratory. And look what they're doing with the livestock. They're killing the chickens, killing the cows. So yeah, you should be stocking up regardless. But you want to stock up now over a solar eclipse that's only going to happen for a few minutes. Media is just, Malcolm said it great. Brother Malcolm, the most effective devil in America, the media. Most effective devil in America. They love, love, love to promote fear, put fear in the hearts and minds of the masses. Let them panic. Let there be mass hysteria. That is big business. That's what they do. Instead of taking this a time to learn and to see nature in work, to see the magnificence of God, you want to take this as a time to panic. Just absolute foolishness. And people are falling for it tooth and nail. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications of when I do videos on here. We should just take this as a time to learn and just see the magnificence of Allah, the Creator, at work. Not a time to panic. NASA shooting rockets up to monitor the path of the eclipse. CERN, CERN, they want to shoot particles, a particle accelerator, to shoot particles into the air. And you know, with this particle accelerator, I was reading up on that. They use that to create nuclear weapons. And I say that I bring that up because Pay attention to what's going on with Israel and Palestine. Israel is they're trying to wipe out the Palestinians. They want to wipe them out as of tomorrow. They've been trying to do this for 76 years, since 1948. Does Israel have nuclear weapons? They're trying to gain nuclear capability. Russia has nuclear weapons, and and they're still in this war with Ukraine, which has been going on for 2 years now. Israel's at war with the Palestinians. That's been going on for 6 months now, and the United States are involved in both of these proxy wars. They are giving arms to Ukraine to fight Russia, and they are giving weapons to the Israelis while at the same time giving aid to the Palestinians. They're giving aid to the Palestinians. Meanwhile, they're giving money to Israel for weapons. So they play on both sides. We want to be seen that we care for Palestine, but we want to support our buddies who are killing innocent people. Just last week, they killed 7 aid workers, bombed them. They had nothing to do with this conflict. They were just providing food to those who are displaced, and they get killed. They become casualties of this evil war. Civilians, men, women, and children, are being bombed, are being shot down because Israel want to wipe them off the face of the earth forever, to take over that land. Sean King, him and his wife, Raina, they converted to Islam, I think he said last month. I know it was before Ramadan started. And congratulations, good brother Sean King, to you and your wife on converting to Islam. Islam is a beautiful thing, and may your journey with Allah be one that will fulfill you with blessings, and be one that is prosperous, and will be one that is hope your journey in Islam be great, you and your wife and your family. But brother Sean King sent out an email that it was a news report that people in Gaza Strip, they were eating bird feed or animal feed because they couldn't get aid. So they were eating animal feed. What you feed cows or animals. That ran out. Now they have resorted to killing rats. They have resorted to killing rats, rodents. That's what they're eating now, are rodents, because they can't get food. Because the Israelis don't want them to get food, don't want them to get water, don't want them to have shelter. They just want to wipe them out like they're roaches. Like if your house is infected with termites or roaches and you call it exterminator, Orkin, and they exterminate them. Well, that's what the Israelis, that's how they're treating the Palestinians. Like they're roaches, and Israel, they're Orkin. I know it sounds cruel to say that, but that's what it is. That's what they're doing to them. And the first day of Ramadan, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan urged us to support our fellow brothers and sisters in Palestine, to remember them, to donate, help any way we can, give to charity. He urged us to do that on the Umar Reflects podcast on the day one of Ramadan, which was a month ago. So with that being said, I know this is about the solar eclipse, but I kind of reverted, excuse me, diverted my attention to, what's going on. But I say all this to say that it would not surprise me if Israel, the Israeli government, and the United States government are working with CERN to get all these particles to create a nuclear weapon, to create another nuclear capability, another nuclear bomb. It would not surprise me, and I do not put anything past these governments, especially the United States government, the most ruthless gangster government there is on this planet. It's this government here, the United States government. That's right, I said it, and I did not stutter. They are ruthless. I don't put nothing past this government. They if they can keep control of this world, um, as they see it, they think they're in control of the world. If they could just rule the world with and have people under their thumb, um, support genocide that an ally is doing, and just have business as usual. Just keep it, business as usual. Let's just keep the world under our thumb. Let's support an ally a so-called ally who we've been supporting for almost 80 years. But we're gonna show the world that we really care about the Palestinians. We're gonna send them aid, but at the same time, we're gonna sell Israel bombs to kill them. We're gonna play both sides. We're gonna send money to Ukraine to buy weapons to bomb Russia, to kill the Russians. Meanwhile, the Russians are killing the Ukrainians. So it's going back and forth. Pay attention to the weather. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan tells us to pay attention to the weather. God is not mocked. The United States will reap what it has sown, and it's going to reap it big time. I keep saying that. I told my mother this yesterday. I said, this government is going to reap what it has sown. The seeds of destruction all over the planet for decades. Just pick a region of the world: Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, um, Australia. Pick a region of the planet: South America, Central America, North America. They have reaped destruction, and they will pay. And Allah is the greatest of repayers. Let me tell you, when He repay, oh, you will know it. He will make sure that it is known. And the United States, Great Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Australia, Canada, Israel, all these nations will reap what they have sown. The United States and her allies. And the United States is going to get it the worst. Going back to slavery, going back how you did the indigenous, how you took the land from the indigenous natives. You enslaved the black man and a black woman. You bombed thousands, I'm sorry, millions of Japanese men, women, and children. Millions. Remember Nagasaki and Hiroshima? The seeds of destruction that you planted in Central and South America, Nicaragua. You created a civil war down there. You funded a guerrilla group, and then you took the money and you took that and you planted drugs in our communities. This was in the 1980s, that devil Ronald Reagan and his administration. You funded a guerrilla group, the Sandinistas, to fight the Nicaraguan government, created civil war, planted drugs here in the United States, i.e., the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, took the proceeds from that and sold weapons to Iran in their war against Iraq. Meanwhile, you were back in Iraq, another proxy war. Because back then, Iraq was our friend. I'm sorry, you sold weapons to Iraq to bomb Iran. That's right, you sold weapons to Iraq to bomb Iran. Fighting another proxy war. Because back then, the Iranians, and they are now, they were our enemies. And Saddam Hussein was our ally until he wanted to take oil for his country. And then he became public enemy number one. The United States is going to pay big time. And then not only that, but you created civil war in Iraq. And then you installed a puppet government. You did the same thing in Afghanistan. Oh, let me back up 50 years. Vietnam. You created civil war between the North Vietnamese and the South Vietnamese. North Vietnam and South Vietnam. The South was your ally. Then you tuck tail, left the South Vietnamese high and dry, and let the North Vietnamese come and just wreak havoc down there, killing thousands of people when you pulled out of Vietnam in 1975, the fall of Saigon. Oh, okay, South Vietnam, you're on your own. All right, South Vietnamese, you're on your own. North Vietnamese, oh, do as you will. After 11 years of being there, you went over there in 1964. The United States is gonna pay. You just making it easy for Allah to reap his judgment on you. You making it easy for him. Easy. It's almost like you're begging for it. You're begging to be punished. Well, you're gonna get your wish. You're gonna get what you asked for, and you're gonna regret it. Because what you have done, again, around the world is flat out wicked and evil, and God is not mocked. God is not mocked. It says it right here in the Holy Quran and the Bible. Whatsoever a man reapeth, that will he sow. That is God's words. Not my words, not any of ours, God's words. And you will repay that debt. The hell you caused all, not just here in these United States, but all around the world. You're gonna reap what you sow. And it's coming. Just watch the weather. There was an earthquake in New York on what, Thursday? Friday? Yeah, there was an earthquake on the East Coast a few days ago. We've been having bad storms out here last week, Wednesday and Thursday, and the preceding week. There were tornadoes in the Atlanta area and in Alabama. So just watch the weather. Pay attention to it. Pay attention. Oh, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. There was that massive earthquake in Taiwan last week. It was a 7.8. Thousands of people were killed. Many thousands of many others are missing. Watch the weather. Just watch the weather. Watch these catastrophes that's going on. Pay attention. It's going to get worse. Like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Until America, this government gets on their knees and repents, God's punishment will befall America. God's judgment. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote decades ago, The Fall of America. And unless America repents, your fall is coming. It's gonna come to pass. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. I think I made my point well known on this. Share this video, share it, share it, share it. Let's have the conversation. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Um, you may not agree, that's fine, but in your disagreements, please use logic and not emotions. That's all I ask. Please use logic and respect too. Logic and respect, not emotions and disrespect. Let's do that. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Let's do that, y'all. Um, Please support my YouTube channel here, support my podcast. Be greatly appreciated. I can't do these without y'all love and support. So please continue to support your brother. Please, please. I have other ventures the coming down the trough here in the future. So please, 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 please support those as well. And I will keep y'all posted on that too. But the next time, I love y'all. Be safe. Brothers and sisters, beware. Beware and be aware. Please. This devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy now more than ever before. So I love y'all and God bless. Take care. I'm out. Assalamu alaikum.